Welcome to the misadventures with. Are we out of practice?
We're so out of practice that you don't even remember what my name is.
No, you're supposed to say your name.
I am?
Welcome to the misadventures with
Kiki
and Cowboy. Hey, everybody, we're back and we're trying a new format on the show today. And I think what we're going to do, we've talked about this. We haven't rehearsed it, obviously.
Clearly.
Yeah. But we decided.
Nobody comes here for that.
So if you've ever heard of, what is it called, babe? It's the.
There is a podcast.
No, it's the whole tool. It starts with the Ennea something or other.
The Enneagram.
Enneagram, as opposed to Audiogram.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm an Enneagram.
You're an Enneagram.
She's an out. She's a
yes. So
anyway, I'm a 2. If anybody follows what those are, and
the
Kiki
Enneagram is.
They don't need the whole history. We'll put it in the show.
I'm not going to give a whole history. I'm just going to say it is a sophisticated, very deep personality.
So you're talking about me so far.
I don't want to call it like a personality test, but basically, so like if you've done Myers-Briggs, if you've done Clifton Strengths, if you've done any of that, it's like that, except that it is a lot deeper and a lot more. It goes into.
It's one of the science things.
Your motivations. It's very. It's not real. Yes, it's science, but it's psychology.
It's
right?
not pseudo.
And there are 9 numbers.
Now I have a Phil Collins song in my head.
Well, I
just
can't
say
help
the word.
that.
Oh,
it is 9 numbers.
Studio.
Okay, we're gonna stop this podcast right now.
Okay, she's pulling the car over, everybody. Don't make me turn this around.
It's got 9 numbers, and each number has its own traits to it. You are a 2.
I'm a 2.
I am a 9, which makes me superior.
Well, no, it's not. It's not. It's more.
That's why Stephen was listening.
I see it more of a pain scale.
Is
with 10 being the highest and 0 being the lowest. What's your level of pain?
Is that it?
She's higher on the Enneagram pain scale.
Yes. So anyway,
yes.
All that said, I introduced you to the Enneagram several years ago.
You did, and I learned much.
I would say, without being exaggerating too much, it's been life-changing, super important as we have
because
journeyed
when you can
together
learn about
in life.
yourself.
Yeah, you learn about yourself, but you learn about others. Like it's
Absolutely.
been super helpful in that, right? So this particular podcast that we're doing, like you said, is a reaction. I found a short form podcast, and it's called You've Got a Type. I think his name is Colton Simmons.
Colton, no relation to Richard.
And so I have listened to a couple of his podcasts, not too many, and I particularly liked his format. And so I sent you one that he did. It's just a short, like 15 minutes or something like that, and it's on Enneagram 2s
Moi.
and Enneagram 9s
You.
moi in relationship with each other.
Yes.
And so I shared it with you last night.
I've listened to it 3 times now.
Oh my gosh.
Because it is
you
everybody
never listen to something that I send you. First of all, you never listen to it the second that I send it to you.
No.
I think the only reason you did it was because you went, "Oh, it's 15 minutes. I can listen to that." Because normally I send you stuff that's like an hour and a half long, and you never
with no pretext. You're like, "Listen to this. It's an hour and a half long."
Yeah, listen to it.
It'd be like somebody walking up to you at a party.
It's good.
And saying, "Hey, check out this video," and you look and it's like 15 minutes. It's like, dude, we're at a.
This is 15 minutes.
Yes, but when you're ready to consume it. Well, what I like
about it
the most.
You listen to it, which you never do, and then you've listened to it 3 times,
Yes.
which you never do.
Never.
Wow.
This will make 4 unless we do this show twice.
Sir Colton,
Sir.
You should be very proud of your work.
He's a sir, is he a knight?
No, I'm just
British?
No.
You didn't sound British.
Not at all.
Having listened to it 3 times.
Yes, I'm just saying.
Okay, so.
I'm saying he should be proud of his work because he's gotten somebody who never listens immediately to listen right away, and
not
then
once,
also
not twice, but thrice.
But thrice. See, yes. Now who's British?
Oh yeah. Well, I was thinking of the Monty Python in the Holy Grail when they say "Get on with it," because I'm representing the audience at this moment. And
okay.
Our lead-ins are way too long, and we recognize this. So what are we going to do? We're going to listen to bits of this. All of our lead-ins
are way too long.
Yes, but we're going to listen to this. We're going to react to it. We're going to pause it.
Okay, you're gonna point at me when you want me to pause something.
And you because then we both basically have the buzzer, right?
Okay,
which we'll add later. But when I give you the thumbs up, I want you to pause.
Some Colton magic. He gets into it pretty quickly. Yeah, so again, the podcast is called "You've Got to Type."
You've got to type.
And this is type 2 and type 9 in relationship with each other.
Type 2 is Cowboy. Type 9 is Kiki. Begin.
My podcast won't start. Hold on. It just jammed up.
I think that's the theme of our podcast season. My podcast
it just won't start. Okay. And again.
What does a relationship between a type 2 helper and a type 9 peacemaker look like? Well, let's start off by talking about a few things they have in common. Twos and nines have so much in common that they're almost like Enneagram cousins.
So I'm going to pause there.
I was about to hit the buzzer myself. So no, the appeal of this was not that it was cousins.
Cowboy.
No.
Cowboy walked in this morning and he goes, "You know what the appeal of this podcast was?" And I said, "Because we're cousins."
And
he started to say yes, and then he was
frown.
like, "Ew, no, that's not what I was saying."
No.
But we're cousins.
Ugh. Okay. Keep going.
Actually, that might be a bad metaphor since we're talking about relationships.
It is.
But hey, you know what? The royal family was practically built on cousins marrying each other.
See,
so you know
Cowboy?
What? We're going to go with it.
Shush.
Now, many of the major personality traits that twos and nines have in common can be explained by their place within the positive outlook group of the harmonic triad.
Look at that. We're harmonic and positive.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking positive all the time.
Yeah,
God damn it.
And the two of us make a triad.
Positive outlook types tend to be very upbeat, optimistic, cheerful, fun-loving, and fairly avoidant when it comes to dealing with any negative emotion.
And that is exactly what he says about me all the time, is that I'm upbeat and cheerful. I love that there's silence on the other side, and Cowboy's like...
Is that right? Yeah. And fairly avoidant. Yeah, okay.
You're like emphasis on the avoidant.
No, more on that later. As positivity types, twos and nines are both known for having a warm and sunny disposition that makes people just kind of naturally gravitate to them. Which they love, because they're both naturally wired to be a safe space for people from all walks of life. Another point of connection these two types have is the fact that they can share a one wing. 9-wing ones and 2-wing ones are both very concerned about the morality of their actions.
Now this I find interesting because I do not think I'm a wing one until recently when I listened to one of Colton's other podcasts. And then all of a sudden he was saying some things and I was feeling very convicted, which I laughed and shared with you. And I was like, do I have a strong moral compass? I know that Cowboy does. Cowboy has quite a strong moral compass. I would say that mine is...
It's selective, but depending on, given the trials I've been through in my life. But I think generally, yes. Yes, my compass pulls me in to do good.
I mean,
do right and do
I
good.
end up doing good eventually.
Well, yes. I mean, you like the environment stuff. You always care about a lot of people. You're very, very big on just.
I don't care about anybody.
All is all, and all means all. She has a sticker on her refrigerator.
I do.
Says, all means all.
That's
and
true.
All about love and following the teachings.
I am social justice minded. I would say,
very much.
Okay.
Real quick, just let's if you can paraphrase, what are ones? Since we're talking about wing ones.
Wing ones, I would say, are stereotypically. This is not like in depth, right?
With a broad brush.
But they're generally they want to do right. They're very much like want things in order. They're a little bit of the control freaks of the Enneagram.
And I like that because
and I'm very type B.
Yeah, and the Enneagram on it's a circle basically. And one on the circle, so it's almost like the 9 is almost...
9 is at the top of the circle.
It's the top, and then it goes back to 1 and 2. So if we're both wing 1, we're literally meeting in the middle.
We're cousins.
Yeah. I like the meeting in the middle versus the person part.
Yeah.
tends to make them a bit more modest in their self-expression, as well as making them super generous with their time and money.
Now, I will say right now, I don't think that Cowboy is a wing 1.
What?
I don't.
Why?
I think you're a wing 3.
Interesting.
Which is, so by the way, your wing, so your number is the predominant primary, and then you can have an influence of the other number either to your left or right.
Yep.
So in Cowboy's
or you
instance,
can go
being a 2, you are sandwiched between 1 and 3. 3 has its own set of traits.
And that's when you're healthy, though.
Right? And
unhealthy, you can jump around. Like
yes,
House of Pain.
Yes and no. But for the wings, right? So 1 is sitting between, because 9 is at the top. 1 is sitting between you and I.
Yep.
I've always thought I was a wing 8, which is on the other side of 9. But like I said, I think some of what he says about 1s is fascinating. So anyway.
Continue.
Wing can also explain this kind of shrewd sense of discernment that these types have that normally surprises people who think they're more meek or even a bit naive. But no.
Meek and naive. Now, this is where I think a 1 does come out for Cowboy. He is pretty discerning about people. I like to call him a weather vane. He meets people and he just immediately gets like a gut feeling about them.
But I'm also very non-judgmental. Like I'll get a gut feeling, but I won't act on it.
You won't act on it. But if you feel like somebody's not being straight with you, or if somebody
it kind of weighs on my subconscious more than anything.
Yes.
It's hard for me to show it on my sleep, but it almost comes out in my dreams.
Now, I'm not sure how discerning I am, because honestly, you could probably sell me swampland somewhere, and I would be like, really? Okay. So I'm kind of on that naive side, but
we've both fallen for that.
But I will say, like, as we listen to it, there are instances where I do. I think I've developed it a little bit more.
Sure.
No matter which wing they have, both 2s and 9s are primarily concerned with their relationships, because relationships provide a sense of connection, security, and even a broader purpose for life itself. Now,
in other
speaking
words,
of
don't
purpose,
leave me.
It's important to remember that healthy 9s integrate many of the characteristics of the Type 3 achiever, which often looks like the 9 having a healthy dose of charisma mixed with a strong sense of career ambition.
Which basically means 9s in their natural state are lazy ass fuckers. And a 3 is an achiever. So if we can get our shit together, then we're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
And by the way, I just said that I thought Cowboy has a wing 3, which would be Cowboy's achieving side. So when I'm actually behaving myself, then
I'm an accidental achiever. Yeah, I'm like, ooh.
Very similar story for 2s if they have a dominant 3 wing, as they love to craft this highly polished and attractive persona that helps them win over other impressive or connected figures within their community.
Have you seen Cowboy in a tuxedo with a cowboy hat?
I was going to say, win over impressive figures. Cowboy was just recently invited to MC a gala in a tuxedo on a stage in front of 400 people of some notoriety in the
State House
city near us.
Mayoral candidates.
Yes.
Mayor.
And so Type 3 over there.
Kind of a big deal.
The wing 3 over there is
kind of flexing that wing.
Rubbing elbows with some of those people. And you'll find out in a minute how Kiki responded to that.
Like I said, Enneagram cousins. Overall, though, the 9's pure-hearted desire to see the best in people pairs great with the 2's desire to love people through tangible acts of service. And so this couple often forms a natural kind of altruistic agreement that their life is going to be focused on leaving the world better than they found it.
Absolutely.
Now, I love that because Cowboy used to be a scout leader with the Boy Scouts, and that is absolutely one of the mottos of the Boy Scouts. So
leave no trace.
Yeah, which I think is great. Leaving the place better than...
Oh, and leave it better than you found it. Yeah.
Than you found it.
Yep.
All right, those are just a few things these types have in common. Time now to zoom in a little bit deeper and talk about what specifically attracts the Type 2 helper to the Type 9 peacemaker.
Why does Cowboy like Kiki?
Here we go. The big reveal.
One major point of attraction for 2s in a relationship with 9s is the way 9s inspire the 2 to be more self-possessed, rather than being so emotionally dependent on the needs and approval of other people.
Ding, 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 ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
I was just I was vehemently shaking my head while I played that the first time.
That wing 3, where you're able to rub elbows with highly polished people, also comes with a disadvantage, which is when you run in those circles, people's opinions start to weigh heavily. So it's hard to pull away from that.
Yeah.
And I think that's my gift. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and that's rubbing off on me.
9 is defined by this profound ability to be at peace with exactly who they are and exactly who you are. Average.
Translate, I don't give a fuck.
2s, on the other hand, have this major struggle with neediness that's driven by a lack of security in their own self-worth. Oftentimes, 2s will run themselves into the ground trying to earn love until someone like the 9 brings them into a safe space where they can slow down, do some much-needed self-care, and finally make peace with whatever emotional turmoil is triggering their frantic physical activity.
Stop there. So, by marrying you, all of that is true. And Kiki has given me this space to just kind of, through different things we've done personally, including going to counseling, to sort through some of the stuff that has been nagging at me. And this relationship that we have, Kiki has given me that safe...
Things that have been nagging at you in this relationship that we have? Is that what I heard? No. I'm pretty sure I heard that.
It's the baggage I brought with me to this...
The baggage of the relationship? What we call this
second rodeo. And by accepting me for me, it's allowed me to open up and to kind of work through some things. Because again, you can't...
Sure. Second rodeos come with a lot of, what do we call them, accessories?
Yes.
Features,
yes. And it's not a bug, it's a feature. And so what that's done for me, and a great example is like me throwing my hat in the ring to do that gala was a couple years ago I wouldn't have had the confidence to do that because Kiki's given me the ability to let me kind of grow back into my own skin and get that confidence. And to quote her, not giving a fuck is like, I've accepted myself for me. And when you do that, oh my gosh, everybody, it's so liberating because then your people find you. You have a confidence that, and I'm not saying I'm all the way there, but it's more about I've become comfortable with myself that if people like me, they're going to like me. And if they don't, they're not. But that doesn't reflect on how I should feel about myself.
Yeah, well,
or how Kiki feels about me.
I think a good example was during the gala, there was a little
kerfuffle,
guffaw.
Let's just say Cowboy went off script briefly.
So, but what was funny is, and Cowboy will say this, he has a long history in live TV production, right? And I think you said a mentor told you once that like don't bet on things not going wrong, except that they're going to go wrong. They're guaranteed to go wrong.
Yeah, something's going to go wrong.
It's how do you recover? So what I thought was brilliant, I'm sitting out in the audience. He's up on the stage. And actually, he wasn't even on the stage. There was another person presenting. And clearly, we didn't know as the audience what exactly was going wrong, but there was clearly something awry.
Yep.
And so there was kind of this long pause. Basically, the presenter was up there and there wasn't anybody to receive the award because he was up there too early. We didn't know that, right? And so we're kind of sitting there in this pregnant pause, and then, off on the side, Cowboy's got his microphone and you just hear him go, so what happened was...
The event producer ran up to me and said, we skipped an award. And I was like, okay, well, let's deal with this right now.
Yeah. And so he's like, so instead of turning one page, I turned 2 pages and I happened to skip over something.
Let's hop in the Wayback Machine.
Let's rewind, right?
And I think I told the person who was reading because they were introducing the award winner. So what I told them, I think I said something like, that was a great rehearsal.
Exactly, like in front of everybody.
Yeah,
right?
In front of everybody. Because what are you going to do? I mean, really, when a mistake happens, we are human. Own it.
Yes.
And offer a solution for it and go forward.
Yeah, but what was interesting is...
And that's not an easy thing to do, and I couldn't do that without the space you've made for me.
Yeah, and what's interesting about that is, I was telling Cowboy after we got home, I'm like, these kinds of events, like, they're important to the person who's receiving the award.
Yes.
But everybody else in the audience...
It's just there to witness.
We're all there to witness and stuff, but honestly, from a perspective of, like, it's a little bit like sitting there listening to your kids in, like, piano recital.
Yeah.
Right? And so you're kind of eagerly...
Especially someone else's kids.
You're eagerly waiting for your kid to get up and receive the award, but, at the same time, you're trying to be polite, right?
Yep.
So it's kind of stuffy, is my point. It was all going according to plan, and it was like the next person. So then this little oopsie happens. Cowboy does what I just said. And then he gets up, he, gets things back on track. And after that, the event changed.
The energy changed.
And the people who were getting up on the stage started being much more human and cracking some jokes.
It actually worked as an icebreaker. Unintentional. Definitely unintentional.
Was fabulous. But what my point being is that, like, the gift that you are giving to people by doing that, by accepting people how they are in the world, is it gives them permission to be human and gives them permission to be, flaws and all, right?
And like, because
nobody wants to have warts on in front of 400 people, right? But we all, like, nobody can connect with perfection. Right. You connect with people through their flaws, and now it's a memorable moment that people actually chuckle about, and we're just like, I can't tell you how many people came up to Cowboy afterwards, and they were just like, oh, that was great. Like, had he reacted differently and been completely embarrassed and just, crawled inside of his skin, everybody would have had, like, secondhand embarrassment for you, and it would have just been so painful.
Nobody wants that.
So anyway.
Yeah, and it was unintentional.
Well done,
I'm glad it went the way it did. And we're back to the podcast.
Okay. Here we go.
Context, twos often can't feel something without immediately doing something about those feelings.
Let's stop here for 1 second. Can I tell you the number of times that Cowboy gets a text message, an email, a phone call, because he's scanning all the time. As an entrepreneur, he's scanning all the time for something to pop in. And he is like lightning fast. Like, he cannot contain himself.
Kiki almost has to, like, take my phone away from me. Don't respond.
Like, sit on him and be like, breathe for a minute. Like, you don't have to answer this just this second. Like, let's think about it for 2 seconds.
Yeah, just pause. And I'm like, I gotta say something.
I have to say something right now. It's so funny because I'll be talking to him and he's literally typing.
I'm typing and he's typing and typing, and I'm like,
stop typing. Yeah. Do not hit send. Whatever you do not hit send.
And half the time I'm like, I hit send.
He's like, I already hit send. I'm like, would you stop doing that?
We don't have to make a decision right now.
And
you forgot your jacket. There's a funny Key and Peele. Yeah, there's a Key and Peele skit where it's what is it? It's Megan and what is his?
Megan and I can't remember what his name is.
But this guy's chasing.
And she's a pouty.
She's the pouty.
It's a skit. It's a stupid skit
like that. And so it's Megan, and I'll have to look that up.
So anytime that one of us wants to rebel against the other one, that's why we quote that. Okay, back to the podcast.
Nines are super calm, easygoing people that make decisions very slowly. So their lack of
I don't want anybody to lose that.
Emphasis on the very slowly part. That moves very slowly.
I'm almost tortoise-like.
Yeah, I think it's one of the...
one of the appeals?
Yeah, definitely.
Where cousins and your wife is reminiscent of a tortoise. Yeah. That is so true. So I'm going to just share with everybody that young Kiki, whoops, sorry about that.
No, they already know.
Young Kiki was so painful in decision making.
Oh, we have stories.
So
oh my
many
gosh.
stories
Stories
from my
with titles
family.
like Bananas Foster or French Taxi Cab.
So
where she was so impatient.
Well, it wasn't so much impatient. It was just like I couldn't.
Impatient wasn't the right word.
Indecisive. So like
indecisive.
So basically, just so everybody knows, it was a very rare event if we went out to dinner as a family because my mom cooked all the time and she was a very good cook. And they would call ahead to the restaurant and get the menu ahead of time.
Because Kiki needed a lot of time.
And for the entire drive there, and then the normal amount of time that you get for ordering in a restaurant, it took me all that time, and I would just absolutely die inside because what if I made the wrong decision? I had to consider all the possible options. And how do I order today, dear, in a restaurant?
So every time, without fail, doesn't matter where we go, even if we've been there before and we've memorized the menu, Kiki will say, what do you recommend? And then she'll go, and then the person will list several things, and she's like, you know what? Surprise me.
Yep.
And
that's my solution.
And the look, every wait staff's nightmare is like, one of those. Because then if they bring it out.
Am I one of those? I don't think there's anybody else that does it.
There are other people that ruin it for you, Kiki, because there will be people that say that, and then they don't like it, and they want to send it back. You know, it's like, it's not you. It's you fall into a category of those. Yes. Even though you're in a Venn diagram with those. But you're not one of those.
Oh, I never got that.
Yeah, to your credit, I don't think you've ever sent anything back.
No, I've never sent anything back.
Maybe a mixed drink or something, because sometimes those come out
If I don't like it, then I'm just committed to eating it.
Yep.
Because that's what I ordered.
Because she's got the stomach of a goat.
Yeah, I do.
Another subject for another episode.
That's another type 9
Let's get back to that podcast.
Urgency mixed with this sense of equanimity can help twos make decisions from a far less emotional place. In regards to self-care, the two usually need someone else to care for them first before they feel permission to do it themselves.
Yep,
Fortunately, the selfless 9 is more than willing to serve and nurture the 2 during their times of need.
Gross,
this also goes a long way in helping the 2 become their most authentic self, because suddenly they feel loved for who they are, rather than earning love by being super upbeat and overly accommodating. 2s just feel like they can let it all out around the 9, which lets them finally start to process emotion like fear, anger, and sadness. Okay, last point of attraction worth noting is all about the love languages. 2s thrive on affirmation, and 9s are the most naturally accepting of all Enneagram types, in large part because they fixate on their partner's positive qualities. This means 2s often receive oodles of compliments from the 9 and rarely, if ever, have to endure a truly critical comment.
I'd like to point out, rarely, if ever, a critical comment
is spoken.
Wow. That's amazing. And entirely untrue, by the way.
I can't even think I cannot think of a negative thing you said other than a few, like...
I fuss at you about things, but...
Fussing is being fussy, but it's not direct negative comments.
Criticizing, rarely.
Yeah, it's more, and if it's criticism, it's of an action, not of me as a person.
Oh, I would never... Yeah, you're right. I would never imagine being like...
Yep.
Criticizing who you are. It's more of like, you're right.
What you did or what you do.
Why did you do it that way?
Like, why did I throw my contact lens out the window? You're like, what did you just do?
I did do that.
She's like, a bird is going to eat that. And I was like, a bird? Hey, I admit him.
That's my type 1. That's my type 1 wing coming out. I was like, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, a bird's going to eat that. And they're going to die.
That's wrong.
And she's right. And I apologize there in the moment. And I will never do that again. But she didn't say, you're an a-hole for doing that.
No.
She said, what did you do? You shouldn't have done that thing. It's not you.
Never.
It's the thing you did.
So rarely criticize. I think that's so generous that he says it that way. I think that's ridiculous.
Well, it's one of your better traits.
Well, you're sweet.
Yeah.
One of the few.
One of your many.
Now we're going to flip the tables, I think, and we're going to hear about what are all the positive things that Cowboy does.
A few passive-aggressive zingers from time to time.
Let's skip over that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes. Let's talk about the passive-aggressive zingers. So we were talking about this the other day, and it's the It's the I told you so's. Kiki very much likes, because I will actually admit a wrong to I literally hand you an I told you so on the platter, and you'll still jump out. See, I told you so. And I was like, I offered that to you. You don't need to I told you so. I'm telling you, you did tell me so.
It's
but
so
she
true.
still needs to have it. It's like someone stealing your punchline. It's like, well, I still have to say my punchline.
I have to
That's
say
my
it.
punchline. I have to say
there is not an I told you so that
she can't give that up.
Cannot resist. And
I was right. You were wrong. I was like, that's what I just said.
I think that's also
I said you were right.
That's also a type 1 wing, I think, showing up there.
Usually the worst of it. All right, those are just a few things that typically attract the type 2 helper to the type 9 peacemaker. Now we switch gears and talk about what attracts the type 9 peacemaker to the type 2 helper.
Little jazzy drums here.
Yep.
They're not jazzy. I don't know what these are. Maybe marching drums?
One of the primary things that 9s love about 2s is the fact that 2s are so intentional in their pursuit of a relationship. Average 9s have this tendency to withdraw into their own little world and away from everyone else where it's nice and peaceful.
Another tortoise quality.
If Cowboy weren't around, I don't think I would ever talk to anybody ever.
and I literally, so we were at a business dinner the other night. I literally sat Kiki between me and the CEO of the company we were doing business with, and literally forced you to have a conversation with this person, which actually went great because you do have good conversational skills and you know your stuff. So see what I did for you?
Kiki's nightmare is
that was my gift for you.
Is that what? Yeah.
I put you in a nightmare spot and you succeeded.
Yeah, Kiki's nightmare is going to a social gathering such as the gala, where it's cocktail hour and everybody's wandering around. Now, Cowboy doesn't know this. Well, okay, Cowboy knows this about me, but there's a little tidbit of information he does not know about the gala. So I arrive at the gala. Cowboy very generously is very attentive to me, even though he has other guests that he needs to talk to. And he spends time walking me all around, introducing me to everybody.
That I can.
Which is fabulous. I don't have to talk to anybody other than the people he introduces me to, right? Then he gets called in for duty for his MC activities where he has to rehearse and do some stuff. So off he goes into the main room, and Kiki is left sitting outside in the cocktail space. Guess what Kiki does? She sits down on a couch and does not talk to anybody for several minutes.
And that's okay. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that at all.
But this is
and
absolutely...
I like that you were comfortable enough to do that for yourself.
Yes, but this is absolutely the very attentive to shepherding the 9 around.
I think what I should have done is found you that place to sit. It's like, while I'm gone, you can rest here. It's safe and it's out of the way. Yeah.
You little tortoise.
I won't send anybody.
They seem harmless at first, but the longer 9s stay in their safe little world, the less energy they have to bring themselves out of it.
Very true.
They start losing touch with people they love simply because they're just, out of sight, out of mind. Thankfully,
that's so true. I actually say that phrase all the time, out of sight, out of mind.
Yep.
Which is also why I don't do any of my chores.
2s are great.
Moving on.
At pursuing the 9 and pulling them back out into the real world and, more importantly, back into the relationship. 9s really benefit from how much grace the 2 has for them when they're not doing their fair share of planning, initiating, or serving within the relationship.
So
now I want to stop there because you do a lot of planning and initiating for
only the stuff I want to do.
No, but it's the stuff that makes our lives work. The planning of vacations, and I tell you, planning doctor's appointments. Now, that's where we're different is I won't schedule a dentist appointment or doctor appointment, and you, the 9.
Well, self-care. You won't do self-care.
I won't do self-care, so she's on me. She's like, have you scheduled your dentist appointment? I don't think so. We'll do it right now. Like that. So that's where she keeps, that really works for me.
I think we are witnessing right here live that our type 2 is... rose-colored glasses when it comes to the type 9 in his life, because I will tell you right now, I will do the things if I want to do it I mean, this is like everybody, right? If you want to do it, then you do. Like, I'm kind of like one of those teenagers. It's like, I'm going to my room because I want to, not because you told me to.
You're still going nonetheless. Yes.
We're setting up for the podcast or any chore that Kiki doesn't want to do. Cowboy is like, he's cleaning the whole kitchen, top to bottom. He pulls out the stove.
I do my deep cleans.
He's doing all that. He'll go outside and be like, hey, we need to cut all of the bushes and trim all of the stuff. And I'm like laying on the couch inside and I'm like, I'm not moving. I can't do it. I do nothing. And then he'll come in and go, it's so great. You're doing such a great job. And I'm like, I'm not doing anything.
Well, you're so
cute.
You do. You do
very,
a lot.
You're very, see, exactly. This is why I love him.
Well, I think that's the thing. We do things the other person doesn't want to do. So that's where the balance comes in.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Furthermore, the 2's tireless pursuit of the 9 also helps them feel seen and valued, much in the same way I mentioned earlier in regards to what 9s do for 2's.
Tireless
Again,
pursuit.
9s and 2s are both very driven to maintain loving connections with other people. They just go about it in totally different ways.
Different ways.
Yep.
And by the way, this is why we, Cowboy and I have a little, I don't know, personal joke between us that he is a storm chaser.
She is the storm.
That is the tireless pursuit right there that you were hearing.
Yep.
Another point of attraction for 9s is the fact that 2s are relentlessly encouraging of the 9's desire to have a tangible impact on the outside world, aka getting out of daydream mode and into that integrated type 3 achiever mode. It's often very intimidating for 9s to take on a leadership role or to take a risk in pursuit of something they're really passionate about. But that's why the constant support and affirmation of a committed 2 can be this perfect motivational cocktail that 9s need to avoid disappearing from the challenges of a truly fulfilling life. All right.
That's fair. You are always encouraging me to do stuff. So,
because I know you're capable.
Push the baby bird out of the nest.
Because
The last significant point of attraction for 9s is in regards to their family values. Most 9s are very attached to this vision of a tight-knit family living in a comfortable home, which makes 2s a perfect domestic partner as they
translate to tiny home stuffed with a whole bunch of stuff, dogs, animals, and kids.
Yep. And that's great.
We're like, it's like a clown car.
Well, not to mention you are in constant touch with your sister, your mother, your kids, my kids, obviously the dogs, not so much the tortoises, but and very, very close friends. You're in constant contact.
They're a competitor to me. I'm another tortoise, and you remember I'm very territorial as a tortoise.
Yeah. Well, that's why they're outside. Well, and then in another episode, we've covered why tortoises don't come out inside. They're so destructive.
Yeah, very, very. Which is shocking that I'm allowed inside at all. But hey, that's for another podcast.
That's all right.
Very much value those same things. 2s are also great hosts, homemakers, and communal hubs that, again, kind of carry the social load for the 9 that feels free to dip in and out of communal activities at their leisure. Okay.
So social hub translates to Cowboy is in all sorts of networking groups.
Yep.
And even though it's physically draining,
it does.
He thrives on it.
I still live for it.
Loves it.
Yeah.
Those are just a few things that attract the Type 9 peacemaker to the Type 2 helper. Time now to talk about this couple's least favorite topic, which is conflict.
Woo,
hey there, friend.
Conflict.
Let's just skip this. Like good episode, everybody.
Yeah, that was good. Absolutely.
Yeah.
When it comes to how 2s and 9s deal with conflict, it all comes back to their place within the harmonic triad. As I said earlier, both 2s and 9s are in the positive outlook group, so they both resist discussing or even acknowledging their darker thoughts and feelings. 2s avoid negative
fingers and ears.
Dark thoughts and feelings.
Negativity because they fear it's going to cost them the love and affirmation that fuels their sense of self-worth. And 9s avoid negativity because they fear it's going to cost them the stability of their familiar environment. So what you end up with is 2 highly avoidant individuals that are incredibly effective at building this facade of positivity and relational stability.
You know what I heard there? I heard that we're highly effective and that we're positive.
Yes, we are. Both of those things.
That's what I heard.
We're positive about being highly effective.
We're highly effective.
Yeah.
And very positive people. That's what I've heard.
However, when conflict does break out between these 2 types, the facade stays up, so no one on the outside has any clue that something's wrong. But behind the scenes, there's this sort of 3-stage pattern that can play out depending on the severity of the conflict. First, one person usually lashes out at the other. 2s
Which one would that be?
It's funny that we both asked the which one would it be. So let's let the audience decide.
Clearly, I cannot choose the wine in front of me.
And I know that you fought battles in France. Wait, no, it's... I'd sooner... That's the wrong movie. I'd sooner... one of the blunders of a land war in Asia. Yeah.
Yes.
So I clearly cannot choose the cup in front of me.
Exactly.
I think we'll just both own that, yes.
Yes.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Fair.
Tend to strike first since they've got a bit of that aggressive type A.
Hold on.
So what you end up with is two highly avoidant individuals that are incredibly
just rewinding for a second
at
here.
building this facade of positivity and relational stability. However, when conflict does break out between these two types, the facade stays up, so no one on the outside has any clue that something's wrong. But behind the scenes, there's this sort of three-stage pattern that can play out depending on the severity of the conflict.
Three-stage pattern.
One person usually lashes out at the other. Twos tend to strike first since they've got a bit of that aggressive type A energy in them when they're feeling stressed.
Yes.
It's your fault.
That's where Cowboy was talking.
You made me do it.
That's where Cowboy was talking about how
because emotion hits me and I have to move on.
Not only do you have wings, but you also have lines of integration or disintegration. And so your line of disintegration goes to an 8, which is on the other side of my 9.
Harsh decision making.
And that is your ragey place.
Ragey place. Welcome to my ragey place. As opposed to a ravey place where we're like, oons.
Fair.
Different.
Usually they just feel unappreciated and blame the 9 for a lack of reciprocity within the relationship. Now, even peace-loving 9s have their limits. And when they fight back, they're usually observant enough to know just where to sting the more emotionally vulnerable 2 right where it hurts most.
Yeah, you do.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Then I feel real bad. Because you get quiet. And then I know I'm like, oh, shit. Then I start getting real apologetic. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Don't be mean to me.
I ate the last of one of your things, and I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. I'll go to the store and get more.
I like that. That mine is very calculated and is like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Watch this.
Poke. Mm-hmm. Yep, 100%.
Once both sides have finished going on the offensive, they then retreat. In this second stage, it's the 9 that has home court advantage.
I like that it has this picture of we're both on the offensive, and then it says we both go on the retreat, and I'm picturing like Monty Python when they're like, run away!
I picture it as 2 of those people that are inflated like sumo warriors, and we run up, we're like, mad, boing,
boing,
and retreat.
Yes,
yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
9s often learned during childhood that their imagination was so strong that they could just pretend that family drama didn't exist. Mom.
Isn't that a great way of handling it? Mm-hmm. It just doesn't exist.
It's not a problem if it doesn't exist.
It doesn't. Mm-mm. It doesn't. He's not mad. He didn't say anything. Yep. Never mind.
Neener.
That aren't fighting, they just get loud every once in a while. It's all good. That so kind of self-delusion turns the retreat stage of conflict into more of a play stage for 9s that can actually start enjoying the solitude that comes from this relational standoff.
Kiki's like, you know what? We're just going to do the silent treatment that much longer because I just get quiet time.
I'll just go hide. I like quiet time.
Which I really don't like quiet time.
My sad place is my happy place.
Just to say, that drives us stressed out to crazy.
That absolutely.
When you retreat, I'm just like, no social. It's absolutely. I need social. I need positive affirmation.
Absolutely. Which is really funny because 9s don't like the withdrawal of connection, and that's exactly where we go is withdrawal of connection. It's like such a terrible thing. And you do. Weird. You like almost run around like a little wind-up toy, you know, and you're just like,
yeah, like when bumping into things,
you know, that tireless pursuit. Mm-hmm, that kicks into overdrive there.
Pride won't let them be the first to apologize, and so they take things to the third stage, which is a deep sense of resentment. This causes a big change in the relationship, as twos that were once so loving and engaging and supportive of the nine shift all that positive energy away from them and towards everyone else in their life. Now, the ever-observant 9 begins to resent the 2 for trying to punish them in such an obvious and passive-aggressive way.
Such an obvious way.
Obvious.
The 2 just lavishes love on everybody else, which means, people, that when Cowboy is mad at me, he's going to come over and just be like, I love Peanut.
Yeah, Peanut.
Hi, Peanut, my favorite dog in the whole wide world. Come and be with me.
Yeah, Kiki's in the other room.
I love you.
Yeah, currently Kiki's petting Peanut. Peanut is enjoying
is loving
this
it,
adoration conversation.
She is.
I love my alliteration.
And ultimately, this sense of resentment is the big red flag for this couple, as it pushes them further and further apart until someone is either willing to address the elephant in the room
Not
or
me.
leave the relationship
And
entirely.
we've had moments like this where we've just like, we need to talk about this. And they've been few and far between, but they are like, yeah.
No.
And I instigated because I love you.
That's exactly true. He does instigate it because he can't.
Yep,
he can't sit with it. I get.
She's like,
stubborn.
I get even
like,
more quiet time. Like, stop this. This stops. We got to solve this. Yeah.
We absolutely do.
Yep. And it works out.
You're like, stop being a butt.
Yeah.
To avoid that sad picture of a romance gone wrong, here are a few things 2s and 9s can do to live into their healthiest relationship possible.
Things that you can do.
That you can also
you can do.
That we.
I heard you can do.
I heard that nines can do.
Okay, for 2s and 9s to stay healthy and have a truly loving relationship, both partners really need to be intentional about communicating their frustration with each other before it festers into that sense of resentment I just described.
Yeah, bitch.
I know that's a daunting ask for this couple, but if one person can simply lead with the question, is there anything you'd like me to start or stop doing in the relationship? Then that should be a great catalyst for an authentic conversation. Now,
nope, not asking that because I don't want to know the answer. He's looking at me, people.
I've got my little Trello board of things Kiki can start or stop doing.
He's frantically typing over there right now.
Kiki, let's go to item 37 of what Kiki can
If you don't feel
stop.
up to that kind of conversation yet, then it's enough to just start noticing when your frustration bubbles up. For 2s, it's important to notice when you're keeping track of all the ways the 9 isn't responding to your loving acts of service.
Oh, number 37. Somebody's got a list.
And for 9s, it's important to notice how often you're checked out around the 2. As the impinged type of the gut center, 9s often don't feel their anger viscerally as other people do because they're...
I'd like to say, with the checked out part, there's multiple times we're in the car and he's like, Hello, where are you?
She's just dead silent over there.
What are you doing? That makes him nervous, people.
It makes me feel like you're withdrawing, and that freaks me out. I'm like, I'm like the what is that? The robot Johnny Five. I need input.
I just watched. This is going to be an old reference, but we were on the flight to New Orleans and back. And it's a short flight, so I watched the first half of The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Oh, yeah.
And then I watched the second half on the way back. And Walter going off in his like little imagination checked out thing where people are like, hello, where did you go? Like that reminds me of...
That's me trying to bring Kiki back.
Yeah, like, knock, knock, knock.
Hello. Yeah. I'm
so
sitting here
good at numbing themselves with daydreams and nostalgia. All that to say, if the 9 is frequently going to that place around their partner, then it's a sign of some deeper unexpressed frustration. Okay.
The good part is that doesn't happen a lot here, so...
No,
he's like number 38.
38 is when she says that aloud. No, I don't have a list, actually. I just gave her the side eye.
He was
not one that I've written. How's that? I don't have an unwritten list.
Both 2s and 9s can be more thoughtful about their yeses and nos. 2s tend to...
Yeah, you could be more thoughtful.
I am. No.
He doesn't even know how to spell no, people.
No. K-N-O-W.
Say yes to everything and everyone, and then try to drag the 9 along, who pretends to be on board at first, only to change their mind when it's actually time to go.
So this is about every time we travel for something I've planned for us. You get in this mood while you're packing because you're almost like, why did I agree to this? I really can't believe I agreed to this. And you want to come, but it's the prep for the packing where I can see you kind of disappear into a this is really annoyed. I cannot believe, because I know you don't like to travel. It's the pack. I mean, I know you like to travel, yes, but it's the endurance of the traveling part.
I do find it stressful.
Yeah.
The packing and organizing and getting all the things, and then there's
what are we missing?
And remember, slow decision maker. And what did he say? Like, I don't feel any sense of urgency. So the fact that like Cowboy's like 8:15's approaching, it's 8:10. We've got to go. Hey, where are you on that? Hey, we're gonna be late. We're gonna be late. Which, by the way, if you guys ever watch Nate Bargatze, there's a whole conversation with his wife, and he's asking about when is she leaving, and of course she's telling him what time she's leaving the house,
as opposed to when her flight leaves.
Right, and so
he's conversation like normal people.
But he's like, if the plane were in the driveway,
I don't know if you'd make it.
I don't know that you would make it right now, and that would be me 100% all the time. Like,
I'm not.
My sense of urgency is not great.
I'm not quite to the point to where I lie to you about when we actually need to leave. But because when we pre-discuss it, yes, you'll actually ask me, when is that critical time? And I'll say, what's this? And you give me this kind of look
is it really?
Should you really back it up a little bit for me? Even if it means you have to get up at 5 a.m.
Yes.
So we'll actually be on time.
Actually.
Versus fiction.
By the way, for this trip to New Orleans, I was ready.
You actually were. You know why?
I was waiting.
You know why
Cowboy.
I wanted you to see what it's like.
And it didn't bother me.
And it didn't bother me because what the bonus is.
It probably bothered him.
But the best part was
bother me.
I had all the time in the world because I said we need to be ready by X, and I knew we had a little more time. And I knew
never tell me that.
I knew I could get. I shouldn't have said that. Let's scratch that from the record. But I also knew I could get ready fast. So you being ready before me, I was literally it's almost like a firefighter, like you're racing a firefighter who's just going to jump into his clothes. I knew how quick I could get ready.
Yes, you did. And it's so funny. I hate being ready early.
She does.
I don't know what is my problem.
You're very much a just in time.
Or late is on time.
The late is better, yeah.
Like, it's more like I walk in the room and it's like, ta-da, everything's happening.
I'm only 30 minutes late. The party started, and that's exactly what I wanted.
Who wants to stand around and wait for the party to start? No, let's just get into it.
Whereas me is it doesn't start until I get there.
Yeah. No, I think it's me.
It already started.
For 9s, you're rarely going to want to be as socially active as the 2. So it's okay to just say no to stuff.
No.
And for 2s, you don't have to show up for everyone all the time. So it's okay to just say no to stuff.
I've gotten better. I have gotten better at it.
It's actually tied to a much broader issue these 2 types have, and that's with setting healthy boundaries. Folks can't help but take advantage of the kindness, patience, and generosity of the 2-9 couple. And since both partners want to avoid losing connection with other people, they can get a little codependent, especially with family.
That's our favorite word. Codependent.
It's like wonderful. Like we should have little rings that say co and dependent, and we touch them together.
Codependent.
Oh, that's what it's called, a codependent. It's a pendant. There you go. Like a trademark.
So then we have to chest bump or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. It's a codependent tramp stamp. So you kind of have to rub lower backs. Everybody envision that.
That sounds so disgusting.
Okay, well, still,
I don't even know what is that.
It's so still gross. My idea, even if it's not a good one.
Yeah, codependent much. That's us. Like the Wonder Twins, like codependent shape shift into the form of a hug.
A hug. And tears of joy. A bucket of tears of joy.
When it comes to how to set healthy boundaries, I would defer to people like Brene Brown, Henry Cloud,
I love how he has to give us
experts
to
this couple really benefits from having an objective third party to help sort through all the murky emotional landscape that comes from telling your loved one.
That's what he's saying. Yes. You two get a therapist.
He's like, the two of you together need
we have
followed a full-time therapist.
We have followed that advice, and it works mostly.
Let's not ask her.
Advice, not advice.
Okay, the last tip I have for the 2-9 couple is to keep your physical intimacy alive.
This
is vital for twos because they
brown chicken cow.
Brown chicken cow. No, it's brown chicken brown cow. Brown cow
wow,
chicken
wow.
brown. Brown chicken cow.
Brown chicken
wow.
Wow.
For now, it's always brown chicken cow. Brown chicken cow. Brown chicken.
Oh, I love how I totally fucked that up.
Yeah, you did. It's beautiful. It's poetic.
Good thing I don't get embarrassed.
To feel loved in their most vulnerable states, all while meeting the physical need for the 9. And from the 9's perspective, they feel the most present when they're in touch with their physical bodies. Because it pulls them out of daydream mode and reminds them how much better life is when they're actively engaged with their partner.
And hydrated.
All right, that's as fun a place as any to end the advice section. And I hope it was helpful. And if it wasn't, well, then last section
bad.
really isn't going to be helpful.
Then tune in something else.
For the scientifically vetted.
Go get on.
He's going to do one little thing here.
YGAT relationship rating system.
He's got a little rating system.
Oh, for all the different cross-pollinators of the Enneagram?
So,
all right, first up on the YGAT relationship rating system is the spice meter. And the 2-9 pairing is about as mild spice as it gets. If you ever see this couple having a major blow-up, it would be like witnessing Halley's Comet, and you should stop everything you're doing and just take in this once-in-a-lifetime drama.
That means
if we fight,
pop popcorn and watch us and just fight and be like...
I bring us right back to the verbal version of the sumo balloon wrestlers. Yeah. This is crazy.
Mud wrestling.
We would be slinging these poorly crafted insults.
Brown chicken cow pow.
Well, you look good in red. Sometimes. What do you mean by yeah? Just chomp on the popcorn.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, and you like how I do
your
voice?
Yeah, I do. I love my voice when he voices me.
Next up is the power meter, and I'd put the 2-9 couple way over on the peaceful side of things, since neither type is usually super driven to impose their will on people, as they much prefer to be loved rather than be in control.
I want to be loved.
So we're boring, we're pushovers, and...
As the old proverb goes, patience can persuade a prince, and soft speech can break bones. So in that way, they could be a power couple. Anyway, last up is the fun meter, and I'd put this couple squarely at books by the fire. They're the kind of couple you would love to hang out with in a cozy mountain cabin somewhere in a chill winter vacation. No stress, no drama, just tons of good cooking and plenty of innocent fun.
That sounds like a trip that we took with our friends to Broken Bow.
Yep. No fuss, just tons of innocent fun.
Good cooking.
Yep.
No drama. Kiki and Cowboy are like boring.
Yep. Don't expect to get into too much trouble with us.
Nope, not us at all.
Yep. All right.
Quite a few board games. All right, there you have it.
Board games.
2-9 Enneagram pairing. A loving, low drama, easygoing couple that is great at enjoying the simple things in life.
Oh, I heard great in there.
And simple.
Great.
And life.
Simple.
Yeah.
That's a wrap on this relationship combo for the Type 2 helper with a Type 9 peacemaker.
Alrighty.
Cool.
That's the end
we rate ourselves as
podcast.
Whatever he rated us pretty accurately. I was pleased with that, and that's why I listened to it.
Yes.
3 times. Now 4.
Indeed.
Yeah. So it's been great.
I encourage everybody to check out the Enneagram. There are some online free quizzes that you can get. The better way is actually to read the descriptions of each of the types and find out the one that you cringe at the most. That's probably you.
That's right.
Unless you're a 9, in which case you don't have the embarrassment gene, and you'll figure that out too.
Yep. So check the show notes for links to that and other things that we've mentioned.
Yeah, and thank you, Colton.
Yeah.
Great podcast.
Great show. We appreciate your interest in our podcast as well. Wink, wink. So, Kiki, it's been wonderful. Thank you for being here with me.
It's been wonderful spending this time with you too.
That's right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Wait, that's your line. Mine's
bye.
Bye.